Welcome to Leno's Garage. You know folks, I've been tinkering with cars since I was a kid, and over the years I've heard it all. Some real doozies too. Today we're diving into the world of car myths. We're talking about those persistent rumors and old wives' tales that just won't seem to die. We're gonna separate fact from fiction and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. Let's get started. You know how the saying goes, red cars are faster. Well, maybe not faster, but they sure seem to attract more tickets, right? That's what we've all heard, but is it true? I'll admit, even I fell for this one for a while. I mean, you see a bright red Corvette roaring down the highway and you think, there's a guy who likes to push the pedal? But here's the thing, folks, there's no evidence to support this. It's just not true. Studies by insurance companies and traffic safety organizations have actually debunked this myth. They found no correlation between car color and the likelihood of getting a ticket. It turns out, bad driving is bad driving no matter what color your car is. So if you're thinking of getting that cherry red sports car you've always dreamed of, don't let this myth stop you. Let's talk about premium gas. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of premium you pay at the pump these days, although that's a whole other story. I'm talking about the fuel itself. You know, the stuff with the higher octane rating. Is it really better for your car? Well, the answer is, it depends. If you're driving a high-performance car, something with a turbocharger or a supercharger, then yes, premium gas is usually recommended. These engines are designed for higher compression ratios, and premium gas helps prevent something called knocking or pinging, which can damage your engine. But here's the kicker. If you're driving a regular car, a sedan, or a standard SUV, using premium gas is probably not going to make a noticeable difference. You're not going to get more horsepower, and you're not going to improve your fuel economy. Save your money, folks. Stick with the regular stuff. Remember when you used to have to go outside on a freezing winter morning and let your car idle for 10 minutes before you could even think about driving it? I'm talking about those days when your breath would hang in the air, and the car would sound like a diesel engine trying to start up. Well, I'm here to tell you that those days are long gone. Modern cars with their fuel injection systems and computerized engine management don't need those long warm-ups. In fact, idling your car for extended periods can actually be harmful. It can lead to engine wear and tear, and it's terrible for the environment. The best way to warm up your car is to drive it gently for the first few minutes. This allows the engine to reach its optimal operating temperature much faster and more efficiently. So do yourself and the environment a favor and skip the long warm-ups. Now this next myth is a big one, and it's one that I hear a lot. People say electric cars aren't really that good for the environment. After all, the electricity has to come from somewhere, right? And you know what? They're right. The electricity does have to come from somewhere. But here's the thing. Even when you factor in the emissions from power plants, electric cars still come out way ahead of gasoline-powered cars when it comes to environmental impact. Studies have shown that electric cars produce significantly fewer greenhouse gas emissions over their lifespan compared to gas guzzlers. Plus, as we transition to cleaner sources of electricity like solar and wind power, the environmental benefits of electric cars will only continue to grow. So, if you're looking for a way to reduce your carbon footprint, going electric is a great place to start. This last myth is one that's been around for decades. The idea that you need to change your oil every 3,000 miles. Now I know what you're thinking, but Jay, my dad always told me to change the oil every 3,000 miles. He said it was the most important thing you could do for your car. And you know what? Back in the day, he was probably right. But times have changed, folks. Cars have changed. Oil has changed. Modern engines are built with tighter tolerances, and today's oils are formulated with advanced additives that allow them to last much longer. In fact, most car manufacturers now recommend oil change intervals of 5,000 miles, 7,500 miles, or even longer. Of course, it's always best to check your owner's manual for your car's specific recommendations. But the bottom line is this. The 3,000-mile oil change is a myth that just won't quit. Don't fall for it. Well, there you have it, folks. 5 common car myths busted. I hope you learned a thing or two today. Remember, just because you hear something repeated over and over again doesn't make it true. Always be skeptical, do your research, and don't be afraid to challenge conventional wisdom. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more myth-busting episodes from Leno's Garage. Drive safe.